I don't know about you, but my email signature is kind of very sad and basic, and I get a little jealous when I see other people having these beautiful professional looking email signatures. So I started to do a little digging and I found NEWOLDSTAMP. And the great thing about NEWOLDSTAMP is it's super easy to set up and get going, and it works with so many different platforms, including Gmail, which I'm going to show you today. So here I am on the home page of NEWOLDSTAMP, and as you can see, they are filtering through some great examples. One thing that I love about NEWOLDSTAMP over other email signature generators is that they have this ability to add these really cool banners down here at the bottom, along with a few other features I'm going to show you today. This is really great whether you're doing something like corporate email signature, just because you can set a standard for your department that everybody works off of, but it also works for the small business owner or even the solopreneur if you just need one email signature. Now I will say up front that there is a free version that you can jump in and adjust, but just know that the free version does not have as many templates, it doesn't have as much customization, features, nor the support that the paid versions do. And when you use one of the free ones, you actually have the NEWOLDSTAMP branding as well. So if you want to get rid of that and you want to look as professional as possible, it's always better to go with the paid version. But I'm going to link to both NEWOLDSTAMP and even the free generator below so you can take a look and try it out for yourself. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. When you first sign in and enter your dashboard, you can see kind of here that department master signature I was talking about before. But since I'm just creating one signature, I'm going to bypass that for now because I don't really need to make bulk changes to a master signature because I'm just making one. So I'm going to add a new signature. And you can click over here on the right hand side to show more, all these different templates going on here, and you can just find one that really fits you and your personality. I'm going to go ahead and choose this one. I kind of like how the social media icons are over here to the right. And now we get to adjust. So I'm going to go ahead and type in my information. I can leave off any of this stuff and it won't show up. So let's see here. And even email. Okay. And you can add custom fields, which is kind of cool. If you don't want it to say site or email, you can change this as well. Email, web, or you could, yeah, okay. And as you can see, that green does not actually match my brand, so that's what this is over here. And the other cool thing is you can change the font as well. And it doesn't even have to be the same font that you're using for the body of your email. In fact, having your signature different helps it stand out. So I'm going to go ahead and put the signature Body Media Green. There we go. And as you can see, that changed this line here along with those colors. If I wanted to change more of the font, that would be this right here. And I could make it bold or not. If I decided to do any of that, that's where I would change that. All right. Coming on down to the photo or logo. Now, I know it's easy to just toss your logo up there, but having a photo of yourself really helps create a relationship with the person reading your email and helps them put a face to the name. So I always suggest and prefer using a photo of myself. And the cool thing about NEWOLDSTAMP is it also lets you choose and adjust your photo right here, whether you wanted rounded corners or a circle. I kind of like the rounded corners, so I'm going to stick with that. And you can also adjust the size. Let's say that I want it no bigger than the font that's kind of going on right there. Okay, looks about centered. Okay. And I can even add a link to my image, which I think is nice because sometimes people click it for no reason at all, and this will send them back to my website. Alright, here are the social. I had a feeling this was coming up, so I went ahead and opened up all my social media profiles so that I could just paste them right on in here. Now, as you can see, Pinterest is not one of the main ones here, so I'm going to hit show more. And not only do I find Pinterest, but I find a whole host of social media platforms. So chances are, depending on whatever site you're on, you're going to find it here. All right, Pinterest. And Twitter. Now, I am on LinkedIn, but I don't really keep it up to date, so I'm not going to put it in my email signature. I like to have Twitter at the end because I'm not as active on that platform either. And, you know, I think that the colors are kind of clashing together, so I'm going to change them all right here to that Biomedia green. And I'm going to make them have rounded corners just like my photo, and I'm going to make them small so they're not too overbearing. Okay, and then I can adjust the size of my photo here to make that a little more even. Okay, that in and of itself is a much more beautiful, professional looking email signature. But the great thing about NEWOLDSTAMP is I am not done yet. Over here, back on the right hand side, if you look underneath the templates, we see signature apps, which are kind of cool because if you're having an event going on, for example, you know, title here, register, let's say that it's a webinar or something like that, and you can link, change the icon, and you can have that right here. Or let's say that you're selling something on the App Store, you know, download it on the App Store, put your profile there, boom. Say you want to ask people like us on Facebook and put your URL there again, you can do that. Switch things around if you want a different order. But I don't need any of those. But it's a really cool feature if you just want a small little button. But the really cool thing I love are these banners. So not only can you put a banner of your own creation, which I'm going to do, but you have all these templates that they have here for you for promotionals. Say you're having a Black Friday sale, so you don't even necessarily have to come up with the banner, but you can choose one and then you can add your link right here. And you can even adjust kind of the size of the banner. I guess since this one's a pre-made one, it's not really letting me adjust that much. But I can also adjust the size here. And take that one off. I actually created a little banner real quick in Photoshop. And so I'm just going to find that. Alright, I have that here. Again, I can adjust the size if I want it to say match the whole way across. Add a link to the training. I decided to link to my Trello in 10 training, but you could have just as easily, you know, done any quiz or other freebie offer that you have or event that you want to send people to. Okay, now it's looking much better. I'm ready to go. I'm going to save and install. And I can even preview it in different places there. So I can choose my email client if I have different, I can just click and install with Google, or I can even copy and proceed. Since I actually have several emails that I want to use the same signature for, I'm going to go ahead and copy and proceed. That is kind of nice. It shows me how it looks. If you're having any trouble, you can go ahead and do this. Watch this little video, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So when I clicked that copy and proceed, it actually copied it for me. So now I'm going to hop over into my settings in Gmail. Okay, now that I'm in my settings, I'm going to scroll down to where it shows my signatures. Now, I did this a little bit ago, so I'm going to delete that out of here, so apparently that's saved. So I'm going to paste the new one in there. Okay, and this is for support@viamedia.com, but I can click down and choose any of the other email addresses that I have linked up here, like Jessie@viamedia.com, anywhere else that I want to use this email signature. Go ahead and throw that in there, and then when I'm ready, save changes. So now if I decide to compose an email from support@viamedia.com, you can see the email signature right there. Type your email here. Thanks, Jessie. And when I send that email, it'll have the signature at the bottom. So that's really NEWOLDSTAMP in a nutshell. Again, I am really geeking out on this tool. and I hope that you consider taking a look at it. It's really helpful for creating that professional looking email signature that's going to make you stand out above the rest. Not to mention those really cool banners and other little apps that you can add to your email signature that give it that extra pop. But you can also see here that there are some analytics, and even if you could have a banner manager here if you have different banners. I had uploaded this twice, that's why it's here, so I could actually probably delete one. But this one shows that it's being used right now. It's active somewhere. And also these analytics, when people click on your links, you can start to see, oh look, someone clicked on the Facebook one. Or you can see what's popular, which social media platforms are popular, if your banner is really working. So I can see if maybe I need to come up with a new freebie or a new offer or a new link to put in my email signature. So this is kind of cool. It goes a step beyond just generating your email signature, but you actually get to analyze if people are interacting with it. So that is NEWOLDSTAMP in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed this and that you go off and create some beautiful email signatures yourself to look as professional as you can. Good luck.